the game chat.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
It's gonna be the first one.
Give me that work and I can sell it.
Wait, because
I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison, man, claim.
But at 11 o'clock, I'm gonna have to be leaving. I think
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
I'm gonna play against the Texans, guys.
Got them chocolates opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond. Listen, it's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would joke like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. The young,
the only way I'm gonna eat Madden because they do gameplay.
This so perennial.
How will the Saints respond to heartbreak?
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Houston Texans and the New Orleans Saints. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a first-time pro from a year ago, Lamar Miller. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now, this is just the fifth all-time meeting between the Texans and Saints here taking place in Week 1. And they had split the previous four meetings. Of course, the Texans entering the league in 2002. But you would think that these two teams would have met more because the cities are only separated by 350 miles, I-10 connecting them. In fact, for New Orleans, Houston is the closest NFL city of any in the league. So it's kind of interesting that this is only the fifth time that they have met. The last time they got together, November of 2015, the Texans winning that one 24-6. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it third down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And break, the tight end's got it.
Dang, you posted his.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson underneath, he's got Brait. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Ted Ginn's gonna go. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Coast to coast, 96 yards on the punt return. As his
god. Oh my god.
Guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. Running right through it. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. I thought... The days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Third and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Well, now they'll try the end around.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
The end result, 21 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here's Breeze, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception, and the Saints able to stretch that lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He finds Hopkins complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Watson. Complete. He finds Brady.
Watching him.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there.
Who's watching him?
Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
56.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 2nd and a yard. Watson looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating.
Seeing completion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. David Onyemata, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. It's complete to Hopkins. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. David Onyemata able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut taking on the Oakland Raiders, the final home opener for the Silver and Black in the East Bay. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
This is caught by Gill. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
Oh, block!
He's going to be Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete.
Kiss the ball.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up. Now a first down throw. Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he's got room. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the move to his left. Looking for Thomas,
catch the
but that's
ball.
intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 16. Watson now to throw. Incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Kamara.
Tough first half for him.
Let's go, Evan.
Put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 48 yards. And the Saints able to stretch. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those type. Plays when they.
I'm brand new. How you got 80 passing yards?
Result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. You might need a massage from your trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
You're supposed to catch that thing.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. The Texans send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Ginn.
Let's go. Ball,
And he's loose again. Touchdown. The New Orleans Saints put 6 up on the board.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punt.
I want the slimmer with the people smirkly. So they fucking trying not because it's a pound. You be in so you be out. So I'm gonna talk I'm a slime. Okay. With that slip. Drop the gun on a new. Oh yeah. Go. Hey, get off me. He ran through it. That thing wasn't catching him. He wasn't even close to him. Let's go. Ran 2 of them back.
That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. That's also a nightmare for the punt.
It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. This is great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky. To get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Miller, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Let's go. He's not catching that.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
35, stop.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 50, it's Watson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So they really needed points here in a 2-score game, could not come away with anything there on 4.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And all he takes on with it is a fake. Trucks over it, powering his way forward. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Partner, they're up big. They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now with this deficit, now you add 2 more onto that. They fake the PAT. That stings a little.
It definitely stings, and I know the guys that I played for, they wouldn't be as mad at the opposition as they would have been at us for allowing that to happen.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Completes it to Benjamin. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Play action. Breeze.
One-on-one, man. You better catch it. You have to catch that, dude.
Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he finds Cook.
Let's go, Cook.
He's at the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense. That only takes off with it. It's a fake.
Chuckle. The boy don't want
that. He will not make it to the goal line. It's his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense. They have been porous all game long. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone.
want to buy you guys. Because that it was. Sure. Come here, what's that? Come here, Cardell.
The door. Close the door.
Why y'all didn't get those? Why y'all didn't get those? Come here, I got some. What's up, DeMarcus? What you doing? Oh, you wanna hop on?